How's it going? How's it going? Welcome to High Frequency. I'm Samir Rahim Jabbar Bartney, the author of The Genetic Genesis, Gods and DNA, and also the author of Gods Are Slaves, How to Stop Feeding the Frequency Wall. Today's topic, we're going to get into the Epic of Gilgamesh, which will be tablet one of the Sumerian tablets. Recent For those who don't know who Gilgamesh is and what this topic is containing about, recently around the past three years ago, I discovered this book called The 12th Planet by Zachariah Sitchin. After reading said book, I went on a massive search for more information. I stumbled upon a person named Billy Carson and his studies, also Michael Tellinger. Uh, and the studies to me just seem sound. You know what I mean? The ancient Sumerians talk about uh, beings from another planet coming down to mine this planet for the resources. Uh, how they brung lower colony with them, basically making them slaves, and how those slaves rebelled and how they genetically engineered us. My book, Genesis, kind of talks about those subjects and how we are actually engineered instead of evolved over time. Uh, so yeah, that's what I've been into for the past few years now, and I'm finally talking about it. Just being brave enough to talk about it, not caring what people say, and like not letting the frequency wall stop the message. So today we're going to get into the Epic of Gilgamesh and how he was designed instead of created for the people who, instead of born for the people who don't know who Gilgamesh is. All right. See, 5,000 years ago, the Sumerians wrote about this king named Gilgamesh, and according to them, he was 2/3 Anunnaki and 1/3 human. For those who don't know who the Anunnaki is, they was apparently massive beings from another planet. According to Zachariah Sitchin, the planet was called Nibiru. Uh, they were gigantic, like giants. I would take it, giants. Just in layman's terms, giants. And to us, we were made in their image, but we're not. We wasn't big as them because apparently they didn't give us all of the access to our DNA, which brings to 97% junk DNA that they found inside of us, which actually isn't junk. According to the tablets, they basically say that that switch is just turned off, and modern day science is basically coming up to the same conclusion. It's crazy. It's crazy. If they would just listen to those tablets, because they've been around for the past 5,000 years. They like the first written discovery. Anywho, so according to the Sumerians, he was 2/3 Anunnaki and 1/3 humans. That'll make him like massively big over us, and I guess very intelligent, because the Anunnaki have advanced technology. They coming from a planet, basically come settling and mining on the planet. We don't have the type of capabilities yet. We only seen the moon, apparently. Uh, so we're gonna look into this first tablet because I know all of this sounds like myth and mythological, but these are tablets. These tablets are real. You can look them up. Uh, they over 5,000 years old. You know what I mean? They talk about how these beings came to this planet over 500,000 years ago, and how they created us around 300 years ago. And if you look at the discovery of the first fossil of man, it dates around 300 years, 300,000 years ago as well. So, you do the math, it just adds up. I don't know. Uh, but the tablet one tells the story of Gilgamesh, saying that he was the king of Uruk. Now, Uruk is a place in ancient Mesopotamia. That'd be like modern day Iraq, Africa. I'm guessing all in that region, right? And it says Anu. So for those who don't know who Anu is apparently the king of Nibiru, the planet they're from. He's also the father of Enlil and Enki. We'll get to those people later in a different episode, different topic. If you see me guys looking off, that's because I'm reading the tablet as I'm talking to you guys. You know what I mean? I'm kind of new to all of this, so I want to give you guys the attention, but at the same time give you guys the information. So according to the tablets, Anu gave Gilgamesh the totality of knowledge of all. So I'm guessing the totality of knowledge of all will be giving him all of the information, like everything. Like he knows everything, apparently. The tablets say Gilgamesh saw the secrets of the world and discovered the hidden of the world and wrote information that came before the great flood. Exactly like I was saying. Let me read that again, guys. It said the tablets say Gilgamesh saw the secrets of the world and discovered the hidden of the world and wrote information that came before the great flood. You know what I mean? So apparently with the totality of knowledge of all, he knew history about everything before the great flood happened, and all the information about the gods and, well, the so-called gods who roamed the earth and the trials and tribulations and all of the things, the toils that had to happen before civilization was established. That's a lot of knowledge. That'll give me a headache, because all the stuff I know right now kind of be going through my head, keep me up at night. The tablets say he pushed himself to the brink of exhaustion and then came to a place of rest. So it's like I guess he pushed himself to the brink of exhaustion, like I would think like running a marathon, like just in it. Just going, doing whatever he got to do, doing it all, and got it tired, super tired, just exhausted, beat. He came upon a place of rest. He wrote his toils on a stone stiller and built the wall of Uruk. The wall was massively built with copper and stone and ruins from the ancient time. Okay, so it's saying that he built a massive wall. If I had to think about it, since he's a massive person, a massive wall had to be about, I don't know, probably like 30 feet high. Built with all type of stone and copper and ruins from the ancient times. So he had access to some materials that wasn't even available where they were. That's pretty interesting. The tablets also say that he was massive man with incredible strength, king of kings, leader and protector of Uruk, though he was cruel and impressed his people. So he was a big guy. And not only was he a big guy, apparently he was a big bully. You know what I mean? He used to go around pushing people to the side, apparently, moving them out the way. You know what I mean? Hey, with all of that knowledge and all of that strength, no one to talk to, I would guess that, you know what I mean, he just was a big Putin. No, it's crazy. The tablets say, where was I? He had massive knowledge and the ability to build, and it also mentioned that he had the means of traveling the world. Okay, so I guess with the totality of knowledge of all, he had the means of building whatever he needed in a civilization, like far as buildings and wall structures, how to dig tunnels. I would think he had the knowledge how to do all of that, but it also say he had the means of traveling the world. So I would think that he had some type of vessel. You know what I mean? I would believe that he had some type of means of transportation that he can get somewhere from A to B, probably instant transportation. I don't know the technology that these guys possessed it, but I'm assuming that they are a million years advanced from us, and I could see the things that we got. So they might have the ability of teleportation, or he probably had his own spaceship, you know, that they came from within spaceships. You know what I mean? If you look around today's world, spaceships are actually there. UFOs are actually around. So, you know, no telling. The tablets say by his own strength, he reached Ukapishtan. I mean, so that'll be today's Noah. So Ukapishtan is Noah. So he reached Ukapishtan as he was rebuilding civilization after the Great Flood. Huh. So as so I guess, you know what I mean, on his own accord, like as he just traveling, I guess roaming, doing on a journey, he reached Noah as he was building civilization, rebuilding civilization. So Noah probably was on the other side of the world, and he probably was on one side. He was probably was in, and he reached Noah. That's to say, what's up? What's going on? It's crazy, right? It's crazy. The tablets say that he was 2/3 Anunnaki and 1/3 man. The goddess Oruru, she's the mother of creation, by the way. According to the Sumerian tablets, she actually helped create man as well. But we'll get into that on another topic. But she designed his body as the most beautiful, handsome of man. He's the most beautiful and handsome of man. He's perfect. So she made him a stone cold killer. Beautiful, handsome, incredible strength, incredible knowledge. He almost sound like how the modern day Hercules could have been. Massively sized, big. Let's take a quick look at how Gilgamesh looked real fast. Let's take a quick look at Gilgamesh. See how he is portrayed. Yeah, look at this guy. This guy's big. Look, is that a lion? Look at that. That's a lion. Yeah, that's a lion. Let's see if we click that. Is that a lion, yo? Oh yeah, that's a lion. And that ain't no baby lion either. That's a big lion. I ain't holding it though. So yeah, that just lets you know how big Gilgamesh was right there. Like, look at him. Look how he holding that lion. Like it's like a teddy bear. Like he just holding it. That's crazy. That's crazy. Uh, the tablets show that he was not born but merely created. The tablets also go to say that she also created Enkidu. Now, Enkidu is like his counterpart. You know what I mean? I would think, according to my studies, but the tablets say that she Enkidu was created, but he was born to silence, the opposite of Gilgamesh. Like he was born to silence. So I guess he wasn't really talking. He wasn't really talking that much. He had a massive body and strength, but was way hairier than his counterpart. So I guess he was just like massive body, but he was like way hairier, like a hairy man, probably like a wild man. You know what I mean? You say he was raised in a wild. You say he was raised in a wild, yeah, and ate with the gazelles, ate grass with the gazelles, and drunk water from the watering hole with the rest of the animals. So he was just out in the wild. He was Tarzan. He was out there. You know what I'm talking about? Big though, swinging from the trees. Uh, it's a lot more to the story. I have the complete tablet. I'm just going through it briefly, just to give you guys who's new to this topic a brief background on who Gilgamesh is, the Epic of Gilgamesh, what it's about, what the first tablet that that's in the Sumerian tablets, the first tablet. About what was we? Okay, so they say that he was a wild man living in the jungle, basically. But they say that Enkidu was led to civilization after being spotted, basically by a local, and Gilgamesh sent a beautiful woman to seduce him. Yeah, so basically, like I said, with the studies that I studied, he basically sent the most beautiful, at that particular time, prostitute to Gilgamesh, and I mean to Enkidu, and Enkidu laid with the woman for 7 days and 7 nights. Basically slept with the woman. She basically, and that basically turned all the animals against him because now he smelled like a human, I guess, like, you know what I mean? And from that, she took him to civilization, where the two of them fought, and after the two of them fought, for the reasons that they fought, I'm gonna get more into that on the next chapter, or the next when we dive deep into the Epic of Gilgamesh for the ones that's new to this topic. Like I said, I'm pretty new to this topic as well. I've been doing it, I've been looking into it for a few years now, but even those few years doesn't come to the massive knowledge that this is, the massive amount of knowledge that this is. So anywho, so they fought and then became friends, and after they became friends from fighting, they went on a journey through the cedar forest and killed the protector of the forest, Hababa. I think I said that correctly, Hababa. And from then on, the goddess Ishtar advanced to Gilgamesh, and he rejected her. So she sent the bull of heaven, and they had to fight the bull of heaven. And Enkidu died. After Enkidu died, Gilgamesh was like, I guess, like really distraught, like really, really depressed from that, and went on a journey to find immortality. It's basically that, the Epic of Gilgamesh in a nutshell. But I will get deeper into that, but not in this 4-part series. From here, we're going to explain a little bit about Thoth on our next episode, right, of High Frequency. It's been great, guys. That's all I got right now. I appreciate you guys letting me get through that. Like I said, I'm new to this, but the information is out there. I implore you, study. Look up these things that I'm talking about. Look up Zachariah Sitchin. Look up Billy Carson. Look up Michael Tillinger. The list goes on and on. Yeah, and I hope you guys have a sovereign day, you know? And I'll get to you next time. Salam. Peace.